Bullhucker Podcast. I'm Moose Lundstrom.
And I'm Adam Voki.
And we have a guest today who's already started off insulting us right off the bat, man. Dude, homeboy comes at us, Adam. What's going on?
I don't know. I think we're going to start like throwing hatchets at each other or some shit.
Hey, Juan Ayala, what's up, my brother?
What's up, guys?
How are you today, man?
Man, it's been a long day, bro. It's a Sunday, but a long day for me.
You know what? It's because you're wearing that damn hat, brother. I don't know what's going on. What's with the hat, bro?
Well, it's Christmas, man. Get in the spirit.
It's better than some of those sweaters he's been wearing this week.
No, you've had some pretty pimp sweaters. You've had some pretty pimp sweaters, my man. It's been all right.
It's a Sunday, but it's been a long Sunday because we've been Sunday starts about 8 or 9 o'clock for us because we open up the store about 10. But we had the hot dog eating contest tonight down at the local bar, so that was awesome. That was pretty good. We had about we had 7 entries, 8 entries.
Okay.
So that was only about a 30-minute little deal, but Freddie did a pretty good job down there. The guy that does hot dogs.
Were you at the Queens?
Yeah, down at the Queens. Yep.
What's up, Nick? What's up, Amy?
Wish I'd have known about that. I'd have probably entered that bitch.
Oh fuck.
There's some heavy hitters there, man. They're gonna do it till the last one's gonna be at Bobstock.
Oh really?
Yep. So I already talked to Freddie and stuff. We're gonna come hard at it. We're gonna bring Budweiser, Corona, and Modelo down out there. So you guys be ready for that one. I'm gonna bring it hard. I'm gonna sponsor it with Freddie, and we're gonna get going good.
Is it how fast you can eat them or how many you can eat?
So tonight was 10 minutes. How many you can eat in 10 minutes?
Oof.
And so I take it back. It's a 12-minute contest. How many you can eat in 10, but you got to keep them down for 12. So you can't throw up.
2.
Yeah, you can't throw up. Nobody threw up.
In the professional eating world, that's called a reversal.
A reversal?
How do you know that?
Because I watch competitive eating on YouTube, dude.
That sounds like some...
Randy Santel. He's fucking awesome.
They said that, what's the record, like 60 or 70?
No, it's like 7. Joey Chestnut.
No. Is it the Chinese guy?
That was a little Japanese dude, right? He just dips them in water, right? Hashikashi.
So that's what these guys started doing. So the couple of guys that I had that I sponsored for it, they started dipping it in the water, and I said, dude, drink some beer or like a soda, kind of maybe burp and make some room. And they said, no, it'll make me bloated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the strategy is though for hot dog eating.
Not to change the subject, but yeah, it will make you bloated. It's a common misconception. When you're pouring a beer, everybody says, I don't want a lot of head. You do want a lot of head.
Because it takes all the gas out.
It takes all the gas out. But when you're growing up, head is a bad thing on beer, you think. You know what I mean? Until you actually work for a Budweiser or someone teaches you that.
Have you seen that guy put that paper towel inside the cup?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Blows it up? Yeah. I
said
just seen that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, that's it. Water, it's because it makes it easier to, the bread, I'd assume. But yeah, that little Kobayashi guy, whatever the hell his name is, but he don't fuck around, man. That dude.
I thought Joey Chestnut had the record. It's like 76 or something.
It's in the 70s. I know that because we were just talking about it tonight.
In 12 minutes?
In 10.
10 minutes.
Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
But I'll tell you one thing. When Freddie brought out the hot dogs, I thought, okay, regular Oscar Mayer hot dog. Dude, he brought out some dogs. I almost got sick when I seen him. Fuck.
Like, what, the quarter pounders or what?
Dude, they were like quarter pounder footlongs or something. I don't know, dude. They were freaking dogs.
Freddie don't play, homie.
There were 5 on a tray. That's all could fit on a tray.
Right.
So 4 lengthwise and 1 longways.
Before we go any further, I do want to make it. People are seeing you right now with your facial hair and everything. It looks like you're rocking a mohawk with that. That shirt looks like you're rocking a mohawk. I love it.
With my
yeah.
I thought when you first walked in, I thought you had on like a visor with a man bun. Is what I thought.
With a man pond.
Adam's like, let's kick this dude's ass and rob him. I'm like, I'm in.
Well, you should have seen me at the Queens. I had my Santa jacket on and my hat.
Yeah. All right, I got it. So you said the store earlier. You're the owner of Village Liquor, by the way.
So a lot of people think I am. Let's put it that way. It's family owned, and you guys know that because you guys know mom and dad. It always be mom and dad's store, but the kids and the family have always worked there.
Right.
All my brothers and sisters. I mean, I will never take it away from take that part away from them too because they're part owners with me. It's mom and dad's store. It's Ayala family store.
Right.
I mean, you guys been there since day one when mom and dad started. So.
Right. Actually, when I started Budweiser, Sheila owned it. Was running it at the time, not owned it.
Because we still owned it at the time.
Right.
But but maybe it was you and Sparky. Or was it you and Sparky when mom and dad started it?
No, I was probably Sparky. He was probably
Sparky?
here. It was probably Sparky and Marty Couch. What year did they start it?
This is our 32nd year.
Okay.
I'm 42, so
1990.
I'm 43. I'm 43.
So 92.
92?
It's 22, so you have 32 years.
This
Right,
is
so it'd
32,
be
I think,
90.
this year.
Yeah.
So
31, 32 this year.
So 91, 92. So no, Sparky wouldn't even graduate high school till 95. So
It wasn't Sparky. Then.
Marty Couts, I'd bet, or
It
something.
was a little shorty, Steve Smith.
Oh, that's right. He worked there.
He runs the kitchen at the beef plant now.
Yeah. He used to be the manager at Safeway.
Yes, that guy.
What's up, Steve Smith?
Yep, Steve.
Yeah, that's fun. And your parents are the nicest people alive.
Yep.
You know, your dad's so mellow. You know what I mean? So
Where I came from, they tell me.
yeah, I don't know, man. You might be adopted, bro. But the Village has always been it's always been a great liquor store. And you do such a good job. It looks so great in there. It's not a small liquor store, I'd say, but man,
It's packed.
You got a lot of
There's a big variety in
huge
that little
variety,
space.
but it doesn't look crowded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's always nice. So
I crowd it and Dad cleans it. Let's put it that way.
does he really? Does he really?
Oh, he gets pissed, but
Yeah. When I was working for Budweiser, you had the plan. I kind of put it in your ear to have the mix of six. Remember that?
yep, we did that for a while.
Yeah. It didn't
Pissed
go over.
Dad off.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't like it.
Yeah, it went over good. It just out here people don't like change, man.
Yeah.
Especially, old school. My dad's old school too. He don't like change.
You go to those beverage. Was it a beverage? It's the big liquor stores in Denver. Total Beverage.
There you go.
And they have those, and man, people were going nuts over them.
Yeah.
People love it because you know what I'm talking about, right? You get
Yeah.
pick 6 different beers for a set price, whatever.
Yep.
And I
It's
remember,
like 10 or 11 bucks a six pack,
yeah,
which at that time was a little pricey. Now six packs are like 13, 14 bucks.
yeah, it's disgusting. But when I quit working for Budweiser, I realized how much beer really was when you had to actually buy it. It was the worst. Anyway, I came to your store and I bought 2 6-packs. I had a bunch of friends and family down, and everybody really enjoyed it. It was a cool idea because we'd crack open a beer and everybody get a little bit in their glass. We'd all try it.
Like a little flight.
Yeah, and it was cool. So we didn't, we all kept the same glass because we're low income here at the Lundstrom household. So we're low class, baby. We're easy as
Milwaukee and some Schlitz.
Let me try some more of that King Cobra. Put some tomato juice in and make some red snakes.
There you go.
Nasty as shit. So if you're new to the podcast, what we do here at the Bullhucker podcast is we bring on a guest. Today's the Juan Ayala. What's up, Juan?
What's going on, guys?
Juan's going to tell us 3 stories about his life. Now, here's the kicker. Only 2 of these stories are true. One's actually either made up, halfway made up, or all the way made up, halfway made up, or a borrowed story. Now, without going into great detail, Juan, which one is it?
This is partial.
Partial, which is
It's the most common.
the most common, for sure.
Those are the easiest. You just take a story, then you move a couple things around.
Right. You want to tell a story that we already knew. I had to stop you.
It's because I didn't want to piss off Adam because he got so mad at us. But he got so mad at us, Larry.
I was so mad at you guys that night.
We went to go see, back when it was cool, we went to go see Carlos Mencia
And the midget.
And Brad Williams. And Josh Blue.
You know what's funny, though? Brad Williams, that was his first time, I believe.
Is that the one that's not in a bad way, but handicap?
No.
That's not the.
No, Josh Blue.
Josh Blue is, yes.
He
Okay.
has palsy. Cerebral
Okay.
palsy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But Brad Williams, I think that he was like pretty brand new to the comedy scene when we got hired on with Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
So I think we saw pretty much one of the first sets he
Like,
did in
out
front
of
of
the
a crowd
gates?
that size.
And I don't think he knew what he was getting into
Oh,
to start, right, with Carlos Mencia.
Mencia, what a shit show that turned into.
Oh, man.
So crazy, man. But being a joke thief is not.
At the time, yeah, it just
Not ever.
Man,
It's
dude, he made such a big. He rolled with it, and people rolled with it it was crazy.
right. It's a mortal sin, dude.
And I didn't, you know what? And I didn't know that until Adam and I were talking about it, and then you and I talked about it. I guess I'm not big in the comedy world like you guys are, but dude, that's like execution. That's like
It's a mortal
Yeah.
sin.
yeah.
It'll get you
it's a big
blackballed
deal.
I
quick.
did not know that it was that big of.
I mean,
I'm sure there's some comics that still partial jokes here and there, but dude,
There's
he went pretty far with it.
it's called parallel thinking, right?
Right.
So
So, like, whenever I do write material, I just write about stuff that's happened to me.
Yeah.
That way I know no one else has done it. I mean, the premise could be the same, but, the experience was different. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. So anyway, we have 3 stories. You ready to tell some stories? Juan?
Let's try it out. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Adam, you want to read them off, bro?
We've got the Scorpions, Black Friday at Walmart, and Santa's the Mexican Elf.
Santa Is it Santa and
Santa and-
the
Oh,
Mexican
and
elf?
Santa
Yep,
and the
to
Mexican
Santa is not a Mexican elf, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget. Okay?
Maybe in Juan's world he
It's
is.
racist. So, well, Anna, you want to pick one or you want me to pick one?
You can go ahead and pick one.
I always there's one I always want to hear more than all of them from such as titles, and I'm going to say that one till last unless he picks it. So let's do the Scorpions.
All right. So it was I'd say around 2000, 2001, and you guys are gonna know exactly where I'm going with this one when you're gonna hear the names here, and it's okay to put out names, right?
It's up to you, man. It's
And I'm gonna put his name out there just because he's my boy from back in the day, and we go way back, and we partied a lot back in the day. But Mr. Rick Stroh.
Let me stop you there. Poor Rick Stroh has appeared on there, been talked about on this podcast more than
Is he like the hit man, hit list?
Well, all his kids have been on this, man.
Oh, I
So
gotcha.
and Dencia and the rest of them. So
He's done one episode, but his name's been on here for like 75 of them.
poor Rick's taken a beating over the years. I'm sorry. Anyway, what's up, Rick Stroh?
So Rick Stroh and I go way back. A little back history, real quick with it. My mom and my dad loved his dad back in the day when he had the Chicken Inn. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys remember the Chicken Inn. Of
course.
It's right across the street from Mom and Dad's, like
Right.
directly across the street, a block from the liquor store. My mom and dad just loved him, so that's kind of how our family knew each other's family. Rick and Ryan always been good guys to the family. Always lived down the street because we always lived in the neighborhood.
Right.
So Rick was going through some situations and issues in his life, just like I was at the time. I was growing up at 21, and he was going through some issues at the time, family wise.
Right.
But Rick was always into these exotic animal things. And
He's told us stories. Yeah. Yeah.
so Rick got into my head. We were gonna get some. We're gonna look into some tigers.
Wait. Like an actual tiger.
Yeah. So he was telling me, all you got to do is have this, fencing, this cement foundation, and you can get some tigers. He's like, if you don't want to go big cat, we can get caracals, some smaller cats. I'm like, dude, my mom and dad are going. I'm still living at home.
Mom, mijo.
Yeah.
The tiger
They'll
ate mom.
never know that we have a.
You know how my mom and dad are.
Yeah.
So where mom and dad live, across the street was Stroh's Inn. Directly next door to mom and dad was Tri-County, where we worked at. This is where he was trying to get this stuff in my head. I said, dude, I don't know, man. He's like, dude, you could just put them in the backyard. Come on, really, dude?
Yeah.
So
Was he being serious? Did he really think that was an option? Or was he messing with you?
how can I say this without getting Rick in trouble? Let's say he knew the people we could get some tigers from. Let's put it that way.
He has a guy.
Yes, a guy. I got a tiger guy. It's gonna be fine.
Tiger guy. Who
knew
does it?
He knew that. What's his name? Back down south. They made the movie of the show.
Joe Exotic, whatever.
He knew a guy like that. Let's just put it that way.
I thought you knew him.
He might have. I know Rick knows a lot of people, dude.
Redneck. Anyway.
So that kind of went over. So then I moved out of mom and dad's. This was all throughout a year. Moved out of mom and dad's. I moved in with a buddy of mine named Matt.
What's up, Matt?
He's my roommate, Matt Wood. Does good construction around town. If you guys need some good construction, call Matt Wood. Anyways, we got scorpions. Rick talked me into getting scorpions.
That seems like a crazy compromise, but
So we went from tigers to scorpions.
Step down.
So, and he knew a place that just delivered them to your front step, to the front door. I was like, dude, you got to be serious. He's like, no, dude. He's like, you want some alligators? You want some scorpions?
Jesus. He's like a shitty drug dealer.
Yeah. He's like, I know this dude.
He opens his coat. There's pictures. Yeah. What do you want here?
I'm like, only you, Rick, dude. Come on. And then in the meantime, his brother's housing snakes and things like that.
Right.
Ryan's always been into snakes.
Right.
So I was like, dude, let's just try it. I was like, let me get an aquarium. So I got a big old aquarium, got black lights, white sand, all the rocks and everything. Put it in the house. My roommate was just like, dude, he's like, I don't know, man. He's like, we always have a lot of people over when to party. And he's like, what happens if they get out? I was like, how are they going to get out? How are they going to get out? How are they going to get out of the tank? It's a glass tank. It's a 4-foot tank or 3-foot tank, whatever it was. He goes, they're not going to get out, dude.
Right,
Like, cool. So long story short, we got them. I had 4 scorpions. Every day, anybody would come over, they're counting before they'd even sit down on the couch. Counting the
Don't blame him.
Well, the only way you can hunt the scorpions, if you know anything about scorpions, and you got to hunt them at night with black lights. It's the only way you can hunt them because they have some type of
Eyes? Are they
like
called
acid
eyes?
or some type of I don't know what it is, but it glows. They glow in the dark.
Oh, wow.
So I had 4. Well, we fed a rat to him one night, or a little, not a rat, but a mouse, a little mouse to him. The mouse got scared as hell, had a heart attack before he bounced out of the cage.
Okay, I'm coming. Miss Elizabeth. I'm coming. Squeak, squeak. I'm coming, Miss Elizabeth. This is the big one.
So my friend Jason grabs it, throws the fucker back in the tank. The scorpion goes, or the mouse goes into shock because what the scorpions do, they'll tumble roll with them, and they'll sting them as they're rolling. After they killed him, he just stood there, kind of went into convulsions, went in shock. We said, "Oh, cool," because what they do, they'll eat the blood. They don't actually eat the animal itself.
Right.
So they'll suck the blood out of it. Uh-huh. So we're cool, we're good. All right, so we left it overnight. Well, next night, come back home, or wake up the next morning, we're missing 2 scorpions.
Oh, shit.
You tell me how they got out, because I don't know, because we never found them.
To this day, you've not found
I
them.
took the tank and I threw that son of a bitch in the trash can
With the other scorpion
with
in
the
it.
other 2 scorpions in it, and the mouse.
There's some kid that's dead now. The cold case has got solved somewhere. Yeah.
Till this day, Matt still lives in that house. God forbid, I don't think those scorpions will live through the wintertime because I don't think they'll be able to live below 0 temperature. But
Right. I don't know. The desert gets pretty cold at night.
It does get cold at night.
so I don't know. So Rick Stroh would be the one to call up on that one.
Thanks. Right now, Rick's listening to this going, son of a bitch. Jamie, we're being snitched on.
He got in trouble with the alligators, and now he's getting in trouble with the scorpions.
Oh, Juan Ayala. All right.
So yeah, that's something to ask Rick Stroh about if those scorpions would live. He told me no.
Well, of course he
I was going
will.
to tell you, man. The illegal animal he gave you is no, it's fine. It's dead.
He also told me there wasn't. I live behind old Stroh's house where I live at now in Aurora.
Okay.
His mom, where he grew up with at his mom's house.
Okay.
I live behind their house. He also told me that their snakes didn't live and make it through and wouldn't be in my neighborhood anymore. So, dude, you guys have like pythons and shit.
I think Rick might be fucking pulling your leg, bro. There's a scorpion problem back in 1993 or whatever.
This was in 99, 2000.
Oh, so you're okay. Yeah, you were living on your own. That's true.
Yep.
That's funny. I just decided to take everything Rick Stroh says with a big grain of salt from now on. Fucking Rick. What do you think about that one, Adam?
I know I'd be moving.
Yeah.
I'm throwing the tank away.
Yeah.
I would leave that in the house because then you know where those 2 bastards are, and I'd move my shit out.
No, because the 2 escaped. The other 2 might be next. You know what I mean? Like, he watched Harvey and Lawrence get
Dude,
out.
I paid good money for that tank too, and I was just like, I threw that shit in the trash.
I like how you just throw that. You don't even try and kill the scorpions. You didn't even try to go after them.
Maybe they're in the landfill. I don't know.
There's a giant scorpion colony out here somewhere.
Well, it's like in the alligators in New York City, the urban myths where people are like flushing alligators. You know what I mean? And they're now living in the sewer system. So if Fort Worth's got a scorpion problem, talk to Juan Ayala and Rick
No,
Stroh.
talk to Rick Stroh.
Bitch.
He talked me into it.
Rick made me do it.
Yeah, like he's the devil. All right. We got 2 stories left, man. We got Black Friday, Walmart, and Santa and the Mexican Elf. Which one do you want?
I'm pretty sure I know which one you want, so I'm going to try to miss it. I'm going to go with Black Friday at Walmart.
Hell yeah.
So Black Friday at Walmart. So this was actually a year ago story.
Okay.
So it's recent. Everybody does the Black Friday. We had Friendsgiving last year, and I don't know if you know some of the crew that we probably hung out with back last year or so. But anyways, everyone did Friendsgiving at my house. Again, Rick Stroh was there. Another Rick Stroh story probably, but no, he passed through the house, and 75 people probably passed through the house on Friendsgiving at my house last year.
Okay.
So the next day, we do the Black Friday thing on Friday. Everybody decided to go shopping. We go to Walmart. So it was me, one of my best friends, my good friends, a real good guy that got my back all the time, Jason Velasquez, and his girl Mary. We also had, we call him Yaya, which is Guerreros. I don't know if you guys know him. He's from around town here.
It's not Kanye.
No, not Kanye.
Okay, all right.
He was with us. Wes, one of my other guys, I call him. He's my brother. I don't know if you guys know Wes Wacker. One of my old time friends. We call him. He's our little brother in our group. Him and Yaya are. And we had, I don't know if you guys know Ashley Bills.
Yeah, no, actually.
I know Ashley.
So you know where this one's going with her.
I don't know her that well, but okay.
So we decided to make our trip to Black Friday shopping at Walmart. Mom and Dad are pissed by noon already at me because I didn't go to work. So we go Black Friday shopping down to Walmart, and I take my kid with me. Well, we're a few drinks in. We got some sober drivers going because we got my son with me. We got a couple other kids with us.
Thanks for throwing that party.
I hope your son wasn't the sober driver because he's like 8.
He's 9 now.
He's 9 now,
But
but
then
then he
he was
would have been 8.
don't try and church it up, dirt.
And the worst part of it, let's just say the worst part of it. So we run into, and I won't give out PD's name, but we were FMPD's name, but we ran into one of the police officers.
Okay.
I said, "Is that Ashley Bills with you?" Like, well, yeah. Have you guys been drinking? No, sir. No, we haven't.
I just told you it was actually Bill's list. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is that a rhetorical question? I couldn't tell.
So my son goes, and I told him, I said, "Son, we're gonna decorate out front for you because we're gonna decorate all the Christmas stuff. We're gonna get ornaments, whatever you want." He's all, "Daddy's all I want those, those big old blow up. What do they call them? Air.
Yeah, like the inflatables.
There you go. Yeah. Well, he wanted the one that said Walmart.com on it. Okay.
Why would he want that?
My kid.
He's a weirdo.
He's my kid.
Okay.
So I go and I get the manager. She says, "You guys can't buy that. You can't buy it." I said, "Well, what if I buy the Walmart one, the Santa Claus one, the Christmas tree one, and the Santa Claus kissing Mrs. Claus?" I go, "We'll buy all 3 of them." And she said, "No, we can't. We can't." I said, "We just bought an Xbox from you. $300 Xbox.
Right.
Why can't we buy those ornaments from you? You can't buy them." I said, "Fine." I said, "All right." So this is the time that we run into PD, walking around. Well, the next thing you know, here comes Ashley Bills with the forklift operator vest.
She didn't work there,
No. She at that time she was a bartender at Cables.
but she doesn't work at Walmart.
She never has that I know of.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get. She has no business on the forklift.
She wasn't on the forklift. Let's put that. Don't take it out of context.
Okay.
She had the operator's vest on.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't want to get nobody in trouble here.
Okay.
So she comes around the corner. She has the vest on. The forklift's following her. So she goes to get all the blow up ornaments off the top racks that we were not supposed to buy.
Right.
Okay. She gets them all down. Here comes the manager. The guys on the forklift said, "Well, the manager said that we could get them down and that they were for sale."
Right.
So the real manager told us that, they weren't for sale. And she says, "Okay." Well, she walks away. So we keep going. We get everything down, put them all in boxes. On top of that, they give us 10% off each ornament.
Because
So-
they're used.
Well, because they're used because they're on the top shelf.
Right.
But all of them ended up saying one of them had a Walmart.com on it. So
Okay, I'm gonna stop you. Okay, I misunderstood something first. It just said Walmart.com on the Santa or whatever.
on the biggest bear that they have.
Okay, I thought there was an inflatable thing that said Walmart.com.
That's what I thought too. It was like the logo. It said like Walmart.com.
Okay.
No.
It was like a standalone.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
No,
Okay.
It is. It is.
No.
You can go to my house and look at it.
So
in the
it's
front
just
yard.
it's the only thing is it's Walmart.com is the only thing that's on it.
So the big white Christmas bear?
Yeah.
That's Walmart's commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at my house.
Okay. No, I thought you meant like a sign that said like an inflatable Walmart sign is what I thought you meant when
It
you
is.
said that.
It's a big white
looks like
bear.
a bear.
And it has a
Okay.
banner that holds like this.
Okay.
And it says Walmart.com on it.
Okay.
It's at my house.
Okay. Okay.
So you got me now?
Yeah, I think so. You might have lost me, bro.
So we get all the ornaments down. We take them down, go and pay for them. Walking out the door, there's hey, you guys can't. Dude, I already paid for this stuff. My son wants these inflatables.
Right.
We're not taking them back. So now, if you cruise by on Christmas time, which you cruise by probably in the next week or so, you'll see Walmart.com. I advertise for them out on 631 Aurora. I think I am the only one in the United States that has the Walmart.com bear at my house.
You know what? I'm going to call his bluff. I'm going to drive by after this podcast, take a picture, and if it's
It's not up. It's not up yet. But
Okay, you call me because I won't edit this for a week or two. So here it is right here if it's on there. So that's hilarious.
So yeah, so Ashley was the forklift driver, was the forklift manager driver because they wouldn't let her drive the forklift at the time because she didn't have the testing badge
The certification.
certification. There you
Yeah.
go. So that's the only reason they didn't let her drive the forklift that
But
day.
she didn't work there.
No, she didn't work there.
So she just stole the vest of someone
Manager's vest.
that did. So a manager can't run a forklift.
No, so she had a trainee and a one that certified driving the forklift, getting the stuff down for her.
Right.
Yeah.
But the vest that she stole to wear, the one she borrowed to put on, didn't have the certification on the name tag.
No, it didn't.
And her name was Charles, by the way.
Because they're not forklifts. They're those sky lifts, right? Is that what you're talking
Scissor
about?
lifts or skylifts. Yeah,
So,
whatever.
yeah. They're pretty picky with those things. I know you can, who can take them and who can't. So
You can flag them down and and tell them which ways to go, what aisles to go down, but you can't drive them.
I gotcha. I got to drive one of those, so they're kind of fun to drive.
And this was after we talked to FMPD about, not having any drinks, being in Walmart, doing Black Friday
Oh,
shopping.
man. That's why Walmart hates people, man. They don't open at night anymore, and I bet that's the greatest thing that's ever happened to them, bro.
People like
Yeah.
us.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, think about that for a minute, man. I mean, the drunks that would go. I've been to Walmart drunk after the bar, trying to sober up. You know what I mean? Before, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I spent a lot of time in there getting Chef Boyardee ravioli after the bar.
Yeah. I remember
That
going.
shit sounds good.
One of for Pepsi. There's a point in time where I'd go in at like 3:30 in the morning to go, early, and they would tell me old Jeff used to work there. I married Jeff. What's up, Jeff? God, he married Jada. They owned a liquor store in Sterling for a while. Like,
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his last name.
what's up, Jeff and Jada? By the way,
One downtown?
no, the one out on the interstate going out to Holyoke.
Oh, the old man out there? The one
Yeah,
had the bars
Harold. He
Yeah,
must call
Harold.
Harold.
One that
Yeah,
had the bars in the window?
yeah. I can't remember his name. He's a good dude. Anyway, he was telling me the shit that people would steal and how they would steal it. I mean, people would just ballsy, just grab TVs and walk out the front door.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then just throw them down and run when they got, crazy, man. Fucking Walmart, man. My God. Sam Walton must just, roll over in his grave once a day, man. All right. What do you think about that one, Vogue?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. People, do your neighbors ask you why there's a Walmart.com inflatable?
They questioned it.
Yeah.
One of them chased it down to my mom and dad's though because it blew away last year in the wind.
They didn't chase it. They wanted it not in their lawn. That's what it was. That's
He put it in his garage and he called me at the liquor store. He's all, dude, can you just hit your button from the store? Open the door so I'll just throw that shit inside so nobody sees it.
Right. That's funny. All right. That's a good story. Yeah, that was Walmart, man. I remember.
I'm not a Walmart fan either.
I mean, you gotta go, man.
That's the thing about Walmart. When you need something, you have to go there.
Unless you can get it on Amazon and you wait,
You can only buy so much at Safeway.
Yeah. Yeah. I try and shop as local as I can. But
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And Amazon, Amazon's gonna be same day delivery soon.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well,
man.
aren't they supposed to build one outside of Wiggins?
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
That's
coming.
what I was told. They're supposed to build across Stubbs.
Oh, really?
That was the rumor for a while ago.
Nah, I don't think. No.
Right, then they're going to have a Chick-fil-A there too. 'Cause I keep hearing there's going to be a Chick-fil-A.
But I also put on my Facebook that's Texas Roadhouse in Fort Morgan.
Yeah, I
last weekend.
saw that. And it drove people crazy. It drove people fucking insane.
I was in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
I know. People are like, we get a Texas Roadhouse? And I just shook my head.
I was going to say, fucking Ayala.
Oh, man. Because people believe it, man.
Anything on Facebook's real, dude.
I had a guy get mad at the city council. They're talking about an IHOP coming in. There's not an IHOP coming in.
And that same thing, I'm on commission board, and people come up with so much shit, dude.
Yeah, and we were just started talking about it, and one of the councilors had said that he would be kind of against it because he didn't want to take local businesses from the, and I'm like, my argument was, people will stop at an IHOP because it's familiar.
But it's a name they know.
Yeah,
That's
so
quick and easy.
but it's a name you know. If you have your family, your son, you're going to stop somewhere. You don't necessarily stop at a place that you don't know. Although the food's probably great, it's probably a local place better than IHOP, but you don't know them. It's not familiar. So
Like home plate.
You're driving off the highway.
right, we started talking about it, and this is all just theoretical stuff. I mean, there is no IHOP coming. There is no plans for it at this time at all. But people came to me like, "What's wrong with the IHOP?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" The guy from the newspaper put that in the newspaper for some fucking reason, and I'm like, "There is no IHOP, dude."
Everybody's
That
just
was
busting your balls about it.
that was just a weird what if story that came up during the meeting. You know what I mean? I don't even know why we were talking about it. And man, people are like, "I can't believe that guy's against IHOP." I'm like, he's not against IHOP. He was just saying how he felt if an IHOP was to ever come. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how people they read something online and they're like, "Oh, son of a," and it's Juan Ayala pulling your leg. You know what I mean?
Dude, I got so many texts, personal messages about the Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, really?
Well, I remember I was at your liquor store. It was right at the very beginning of the pandemic,
Yeah.
And for some reason, Safeway had their gas pumps, like, had caution tape up around a couple of them. He takes the story, it's like, they're shutting down the gas pumps. He started all kinds of shit over a gas shortage.
My phone it was just blowing up. My phone, he was sitting there laughing. Dude.
You're the reason riots start, man. You know what I'm saying, Ayala? You're the reason riots start.
I just, you know, I do joke a lot. Sometimes even my friends are like, dude, we don't know how to take you sometimes when you text us because we don't know if you're fucking lying to us. I'll text them. I say, oh shit, I just got arrested. You know, stuff like that. And one of my good friends that's a girl, my girlfriends, she's just having a heart attack over there, calling everyone. We got to get bail money for Juan. He's in jail.
There's a GoFundMe on Facebook all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. I text her back, and me and my son are sipping hot chocolate at the Map, and she's freaking pissed.
If you text me, you know what I text you back? Does this mean the liquor store is unmanned right now? I'm going to go rob your ass blind. That's
30 packs galore.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, horrible. All right, 2 down. The Scorpions, Black Friday at Walmart, and one last one, Santa and the Mexican Elf.
So Santa and the Mexican Elf, and you hit on it right when you were talking about the home plate. Man, was it? When did we get shut down for COVID? Was that last year or the year before?
No, it was the year before.
Okay,
It's 2020.
So last year we
March of 2020 is when the official orders came to Colorado. Yeah.
So last year we did a I don't know if you've seen lately. I like to give back a lot. So I'm getting a little more serious on this one because I give back a lot during the holidays, even before COVID. Mom and Dad always give back a lot during the holidays. Meals, we give a lot of meals out.
Right.
We hook up with Stretch and Lisa down at Cables, and we give a lot of meals out. So this year, you know, we always this year I'm dressing up as Santa. We dressed up as Santa last year, so that's where this Mexican Elf and comes through. So my friend Yaya,
Not Kanye.
not Kanye.
All right.
What is he? But is he officially? What does he go by now?
I don't know, something yee, right?
Yee
Yee or yee or.
Yeah. No, it's Yee or something. You're right.
He's an idiot.
Anyways, I think the smartest thing he ever did was with Kim Kardashian because I just think she's hot. But anyways, that's a different story. Anyways, I told him, I said, dude, I just want to, you know, Mom and I are going to a Christmas party that we got invited to, which was home plates.
Right.
To I don't know if you know Grace and Junior and Maribel. So it's Grace Cerna is the one that owns Home Plate. She owns Home Plate 2 in Brush.
Right.
Home Plate 1 in Fort Morgan. Great breakfast, guys. I mean, great menu though, and great food. Maribel runs the Brush one, which is her daughter, and Junior runs the Fort Morgan one, which is her son. One of her sons. She has 2 sons. Anyways, so we did the Christmas party for him. We went. Mom and I got invited, and I told Yaya, I said, hey, you know, you want to tag along with us? Let's go to a Christmas party. Free food, free booze. There's going to be a dance. You know, females will dance and we'll have a good time.
Right.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Well, I didn't tell him I was going to dress up as Santa Claus. And I didn't tell him that we were going to have an elf. So we go in, we eat dinner. We're all dressed up, dressed in our best. Go to eat. We take Mom with us. You know how my mom is. She's all old short little grandma going with us. So we take Mom with us. She eats. And the Cerna family are real good friends of us. We go way back, friends with my sister and my brother-in-law and Mom and Dad. But so we go to their big Christmas party. They throw a huge Christmas party. I mean, they have a DJ, dude. They had enough there to feed an army, dude.
Right.
All kinds of food, pizzas, menudo. I mean, hamburgers, Mexican food, everything you can think of. So we're getting there. It's 2 minutes in. 2 minutes before Santa Claus is supposed to show up, right? And I told Yaya, I said, hey, dude, I need you to come and help me get dressed. So how he's help you get dressed. We need help you get. He's like, I ain't kind of into that stuff. What are you talking about?
Right.
I said, just come and help me get dressed, dude. So we go into the back room. Maribel takes us into the room to get dressed, and I said, well, here you go. Here's your tights. And I'm like, so what are you talking about? I said, dude, you got to be my Mexican elf. So what are you talking about? I got to be some Mexican Santa. You got to be Mexican elf, dude.
Sanchez Claus, man.
Sancho Claus. Yeah. So we go back room, we change, and dude, I think the Sancho Claus's elf was a bigger hit than Santa Claus was.
Oh, yeah. Anybody be Santa Claus, man. Who gets to be a Mexican elf?
He had the big sombrero on, dude. I mean, he was dancing. There's still pictures on Facebook of him. All dancing all over the place, dude. He's doing the Mexican hat dance around the whole thing. He's getting girls wanting to dance with him and on the dance floor.
Right.
all Santa Claus is getting to is people want to sit on his lap, kids pulling on his beard,
Yeah. Right.
handing out lollipops.
Right. He used to do the ay shit. Yeah.
Exactly. He gets to dance up and down the thing. All the grandmas yelling at him because he's got his little tighties on, his little spandex shirt.
Is he in shape or is he a big dude?
He's our build.
Yeah, so he's a big dude. Okay, that's nice of saying that. Okay. He's a thickin'. That's fine.
All in all, though, like I said, it was all in good faith and all in good fun. It might not be one of my funniest Christmas stories, but it's real because we gave back that day. It was a holiday. He helped me spread holiday cheer like my family likes to do that.
That's cool.
So, like I said, it probably wasn't the funniest story you guys will ever hear, but
no, it's cool.
It was a good time.
I love that kind of story. Every year I go down to the giving tree and I pick a couple out, and so this year. I got one. He wanted a drone, and Miranda goes, I said, give me a boy and a girl. You know what I mean? And she goes, do you want a sibling for the one you already picked? And I go, that'd probably be best. You know what I mean? So it was two brothers, right? So here's one wanted a drone, and one wanted an age-appropriate toy for a boy for an 11-year-old. So someone says, just get him an RC car. You know what I mean?
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, and I did. Here's the shitty thing. When you start like going online and like watching the videos, I think to myself, this looks like a good time. So now I think I'm getting myself an RC car for Christmas. That's what Santa Claus.
Dude, I have about 15 of them fucking things.
Yeah, you were telling me that because the guys that work.
Are they the gas motor ones?
No, they're electric, but they're the ones that are anywhere from $350 to $1,200.
Dude, my friend, one of our friend Jason has one of those gas motor ones. It's gas motor. You remember where your mom used to live down off Aurora?
Yeah.
Down by the church? Dude, he can drive that stuff all the way down to the cemetery and back.
Yeah, those things got a hell of a range on them.
Yeah, they're crazy and they're fast as hell.
Yeah.
A couple guys at work get really into that. You know, well, Scotty had it. God, a couple grand worth sitting in a storage shed, got robbed. Of course, welcome to Fort Morgan. You know, and he was so bummed out. But a lot of those guys, because he just told me he wanted to something like this, like find a big like the middle school and Brush. I told him you should go check them out and do like a track for the RC
that would
guys.
Be so much fun.
You know what I mean? I told him, and he goes, well, I don't know. Do you think it'd go? And I said, man, you don't know how many people are into it until you put it out there and you see who you attract, right? I didn't know you liked that stuff until you told me, and I've known you for decades.
Right.
I had no clue Adam bought that stuff or even owned anything like that.
They have like special races and stuff in Denver for that.
Oh, yeah, they love it, man. I mean,
and there's crawlers too, so they're like geared real low and have like rock crawler courses.
Yeah.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun though, you know. But playing with the toys and like I'm like, man, I'm gonna buy some shit for myself. That's bad, you know. But you should always get back to if you can, you know. And if there's a local place that does like the giveaway or the little toy receipts, whatever. I think everybody should go down there and grab one.
And we always try to pick up. I always encourage people. I even tell my friends, pick it up. Even if we split it, we do split 3-4 ways. Let's do it. I was on my last podcast. I did it with the guys from Totem. I tell them,
what's up, guys from Totem?
I tell them, I try to teach my kid when you can give.
Yeah.
But don't ever take when you can give, because that's just wrong. And I try to teach my kid that because I see a lot of people do that and it's wrong.
Right, or just help out. What Muhammad Ali had that great saying is, service to others is the rent we pay for this space we have on this earth. Yep. And I believe that you should,
because you never know, man, when you might need a hamburger, dude.
People like to judge. People like to say,
I'll never need that. Well, you know what?
You never know, man. Everybody at this table, everybody in this planet is 2 bad decisions away from being homeless.
Yep.
Or 2 bad, it could happen so easy. Huh. Nobody thrives to be a junkie.
Yeah. I don't think we're not all saints.
No,
we've not all done.
Hey, Captain Obvious. Yeah.
That's the Bullhucker right there.
Yeah. And I'm not saying in that way. I'm saying that we've probably all done wrong and do wrong when we shouldn't have. We all know that, but it's you learn from those.
Yeah,
I've learned, dude. I've definitely learned because it has hit me sometimes when I was on the bottom.
Right.
Dude, it's kicked me in the nuts and in the gut, and it's hurt. Yeah. It's hurt, dude, when you don't have no one there to help you.
Right.
I'll tell you that much.
It makes me crazy. I mean, it's hard sometimes when there's help out there. People are going to take advantage.
Yep.
That's just something in the world you have to expect.
Yep.
People are going to take advantage, but you can't say, well, I'm not doing it anymore because these people take advantage, because then you're going to hurt someone that actually needs that help.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When it even comes like something like welfare, people get so shitty people on welfare. there's a single mom out there right now working 3 jobs to try and support some kids because they're, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you take that away, you screw her over. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And she's trying. There's people out there, honestly, God, trying. There's also people out there that take advantage of the system. You know, that's just part of the world, man.
They'll come back to get you.
Yeah. You
Come back to get you.
Karma, right?
Yep.
So, I don't know. That's wow, this got serious real quick, man.
It did. It did.
you know. But no, it's true. I believe that too. I listen to the Totem podcast. I've been trying to catch those guys' podcast. They do it's a very serious podcast, actually.
I like them. I told them I didn't like to get because they always like to go that political.
Oh yeah.
I love to go that political route, but in my business, and I think in any business, dude, especially in small town, it's hard to get political because you have to, dude. There's some haters out here.
There's haters everywhere. Political.
You know,
I don't like to get political about anything anymore
No.
because people just you can't. Everybody gets triggered so easily.
Exactly.
There was a comedian last night, Callan Reese. He has this joke, and he comes out and he talks about wearing masks. And he says on Friday night, he goes, "Hey, you know, what do you guys think about wearing the masks?" And of course, the crowd there's like, "We hate it, blah blah, it's bullshit." Then
But there's always that one person.
But here comes his joke. He goes, "I love the masks.
Oh.
I loved wearing the masks." And it got quiet. He goes, "I went to work that whole year drunk, and no one smelled my alcohol in my breath at all. You know, those masks are the shit. You know." And everybody's like, "All right, okay, yeah, I get it." You know, but it's hard to get political. I don't like getting political either because you alienate somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and it's quick how people will disown other people over their political beliefs now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
But so yeah,
It's hard for us in business because I think mom and dad have different beliefs. My brothers and sisters have different beliefs. I have a different belief. But it's hard for us to get political because it'll kill business. And I hate that. It's sad because you don't want to buy beer from me because I'm gonna think one way, or you don't want to buy beer from me because I think one.
Yeah.
It's sad that we're coming to that stage.
I don't want to buy a beer from you because you're robbing the poor Walmart people. Their fucking their signs.
They're
That's
advertising.
why you rotten son of a bitch. But I don't want to buy beer from you because you told me you're arrested every other goddamn week and I'm out there begging for change. You know. But yeah, that's I agree with that whole. And it's hard when you own a business. It's hard when you do anything. You know, it's because even this podcast, I don't get political on. I don't. I push away from that at all.
Yeah.
Because and you know what. I will say this about politics. Some people, that's all they can talk about. It's become their whole identity.
It's their life, 24/7.
Yeah, there's a guy I don't talk to anymore. Every February 25th, I always put on Facebook. That's my anniversary of quit smoking. You know, and people, for me, that was a huge step. I smoked 2 packs a day for a long time.
How many years?
I started when I was 18 and smoked till I was 27. Damn. So 9 years. 2 packs a day, easily, you know. I was a heavy smoker. Yeah. I got to the point where I made that piece of that fact that I'm just going to die a smoker. Because I tried to quit. Well, I quit one day. February 25th is the anniversary, right? And every year I say, hey, because this coming year will be 22 years since I've had a cigarette. Okay. And for me, that's a huge step. Quitting smoking sucks, man. It's hard. If you're trying to do it, hang in there. It's hard. This guy gets in there and starts on the political shit, like, you know, and dude, I snapped. I couldn't handle it. I got so pissed off. I'm like, can we just not have a political statement in this? Just people, because people are done. When I do that, everybody kind of chimes in below how long they've not smoked for. Yeah. Like Zach Moss, a comedian out of Denver, always comments on it because he's like right behind. Well, not right behind me. He's probably 6-7 years in, I think. I don't know. I can't remember how long Zach's done it, and that's cool because I like to tell them all, man, that's awesome, good for you. You know, keep it going. You know, and this guy, he always sends me his political stuff, and you know, and I don't agree with his politics, and he don't agree with mine. That's fine. And dude, I couldn't handle it anymore, man. I got snapped and I fucking went off on him, dude. I unleashed on him, dude. And so he then reported me to Facebook, you know. And so I actually got banned for the first time ever and that shit. But that was a lesson to me, you know. Just let it go, man. You know what I mean, don't feed into it. If they have to talk about that, and that's the only thing. If that's the only thing that's interesting about you, I just feel bad for you, man. Yeah. If you can't talk about anything else in life, I just feel bad. And there's a place to talk about it. You know, there's a place if you have
place and time.
If you have people you can talk to and have an honest conversation with, that's awesome. That's what this country's all about, you know. Yeah. But if that's all you talk about, boring, man.
You know, I congratulate you on the sobriety, man, from smoking. I have a brother that we own a liquor store. We've owned a liquor store going 30, 31, 32 years now. I have a brother since 94, 95 that has not had a drop of alcohol.
That's awesome.
And he works at our store.
That's awesome.
I give props to my brother. I love my brother so much. I mean, he's like my idol.
Right.
You know, and for him to do that and for us to be in the business that we're in. Right. And we've lost a brother and we've lost a couple cousins to alcohol. Right. And so I give you props for that.
Yeah, no, it's and people smoking, well, it's hard to quit, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to quit any of that
Alcohol,
stuff.
and I mean, alcohol and cigarettes. I mean, that's like a licensed drug, dude.
Right. It really is. And it's easier to get hooked because you can do it in public. You don't have to hide that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
you can buy it anywhere.
My friend Desiree Swopes just came up on her 1 year sobriety from meth.
Yeah.
You know? Hey,
And that's
congratulations, Des. Love you, man.
Dude, that's a tough one.
And you know what? Every
tough
time
one.
I see her, I tell her, I'm proud of you, man. Good for you. Keep it going, you know, because you need that.
Yeah.
You know,
If you don't have backing, man, it's hard on that one.
I quit smoking while working in a bar while it was still illegal to smoke inside.
Oh, shit.
I remember people would smoke and blow me, and I'm like,
How do you know? So around the time you guys were working, you were smoking? When you were delivering beer to our store?
no, I had quit. He's
You
never
already-
known me as a smoker.
You'd already quit?
I quit in
Oh, okay.
Pueblo. I quit in 2001. February
okay.
February 25th, 2001 is when I quit. So I didn't start Budweiser till November of 2002.
Right.
See, and I moved here in January of 01.
Right. And you started Budweiser in 04.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's but yeah, it's tough, you know, but hang in there, you know, and hopefully right now, because this is the third week of January.
Yep.
We're talking about this. That's why it's weird you're wearing that hat. But this is the third week of January, and if you have a New Year's resolution, man, I hope you're sticking with it. And if it's something like that, I hope you're sticking with it, man.
And if it comes, I'll tell you what, you know, if your New Year's resolution has to do with alcohol, I'll back you with whatever you got to do. I'll help you out.
Yeah,
Even
man.
though I'm in the business, my mom is always supportive of that too, because my mom's a big supporter of that.
Right,
Just
right.
because I lost a brother to it, so we know what it's like.
It's a tricky line to own a liquor store, right? It's not kind of tricky line. I mean, because you
Here's the tricky line for us: Mom and Dad don't smoke or drink.
right, no,
Dad has the occasional beer, occasional Christmas drink.
Yeah.
He'll have the beer every night for dinner, maybe.
right.
My mom opens the beer, she'll probably get drunk to the smell of it.
But I'm saying it's a tricky line because in moderation, now there's nothing wrong with alcohol.
Oh, no, and that's our slogan: enjoy in moderation.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had my issues with it. You know what I mean? That's this guy. He's had to carry me over places. You know what I'm saying? He shows he goes to the gym and he shows all this moving these big tractor tires and shit.
I watched him move that shit. I was like,
You know what I'm thinking?
my kid watched him. He's like, Dad,
I
why can't you
started
do
by
it?
moving a moose.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to see something impressive? See him sling me over his shoulder and carry me to my house while being pissed off at me the whole time, screaming at me. You know,
We'd wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go to whose class was that at?
It was
Sella.
Allie.
Allie.
Was the trainer at the time.
Oh, Schneider.
Yeah.
What's up, Allie Schneider?
I get in the car and Dad, how come you can't move that tire? I said, son, are you serious? Did you see Adam? Dude, what the fuck? I go, I'm in training. He's been doing this.
Plus, he's twice my size.
Yeah, he's size of an offensive lineman, son.
He's like, Dad, but he flipped that tire over 2 times and you couldn't do it once. I said, come on, dude. Come on. You call your dad out like that?
Hey, Dad.
At that time, he's like 6 or 7.
You're lucky he didn't have a better vocabulary. He really called you like, "Hey, Dad, why are you kind of a bitch?"
Yeah, right now, he would have been like, you're sauce, dude.
Adam was my dad.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go kick it with Adam.
What if I'm ever trapped under a tractor tire? If Adam's there, I'm okay. If he's not there, I'm fucked, Dad. How's that feel? How's that feel?
It's exactly
We
what
live in an ag community, Dad. I could be trapped under a tractor tire real easy, Dad.
You go straight to that call, Adam. He'll save me.
So during the summer.
Go get white Dad. Go get white Dad.
White power.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I take my oldest daughter Harley with me during the summer, and a couple summers ago, it was our last boot camp together. And the summer previous, she was flipping like a 75-pound tire, and she had moved up to like the 250-pound one. And as we're leaving our last boot camp together for the summer, she looks at me, she goes, "Dad, next year I'm flipping your tire." I was like, awesome.
Nice.
It's not bad when you get momentum, because you can get that little bounce. But dude, to get that first flip, I don't know how you do it, dude, because I couldn't do it. I got some decent legs. I'll tuck my legs up a little, but I can't move those fucking tires.
I can tell you how to do it. You go more than once a month. I know I'm not trying to call you out, but you
No, I get that.
You don't do it like, is it Thanksgiving already? I gotta go to the gym, flip that damn tire.
But they give him the big tire, and I was like at the quarter tire. I still was like trying
The
to pick it
tire
up.
I was doing was 500 pounds.
Yeah, dude.
Because Michelle Staley's like, "Did you see Adam's video?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's crazy. Fuck him. I don't know what to tell you. He's out of his
So I
mind."
was out there one day.
He's crazy.
Like during the winter, they don't do the backyard boot camps.
Yeah.
I was out there working out, and I was driving. Like I park on the end, so I drive right by where we work out back there. I thought, I'm gonna see if I can still flip that tire. You know, it's been a couple months. I went over there and I tried my ass off to flip that. I couldn't get it to move. I'm all pissed off. I'm thinking, man, I gotta come to the gym more. I was all mad at myself.
The worst of it.
But here's the deal, dude. I get in the truck and I realize that fucking thing's froze to the concrete. So I drove up there and I hit it, like backed into it with my truck and knocked
See the
it
ice all
loose.
break off.
And so then I was able to do it. But man, I worked at that thing for I don't know how long. I was leaving all defeated and pissed off.
Mother Nature kicked your ass that day.
Yeah, I'm not stronger than ice, apparently.
Yeah. What are you going to do? But back to the original point of this, I was going to say the line I was talking about is everything in moderation. But to see sometimes people struggling coming into your business, man, that's got to be tough, man. That's got to be
It's
kind
hard,
of a,
man. It's hard.
you know, because, you know, it's,
But you know what? I look at it two different things. Like I said, I think it's a lot why mom doesn't work there no more.
yeah, it's hard
Just
to look at.
Because we lost a brother to that, her
Sure,
son, and we
sure.
lost two cousins to it.
Just to-
I'm gonna be straight up. I'm not gonna lie about it. But I don't want to say I'm a hard ass or I'm a hater or maybe I got a cold heart. But if you choose to come and do that to yourself,
I get it. No, I agree. It's
you can't make everybody's decisions for them.
right.
and it's been my living it's been our living for
Right.
30 plus years.
I wasn't trying to call you out by any means. I was saying
No,
I've always recognized that as being something that might be kind of tough.
It is, dude. Because I've seen people come in and I've told people, I said, dude, come on, you really, man, your kids need some food, bro.
Yeah.
I've called people out on it.
Oh.
I have.
You know, it's heartbreaking. We were talking about the giving tree earlier, and if there's meals on there,
Yeah.
if you want to buy a family a meal, you can. And me, mom, and dad, I think are going to do that this year. But you have to go to the grocery cart. Fresh foods, and they have special coupons you have to buy, and they specifically say not for lottery tickets, alcohol, or tobacco.
Yep.
Because Loranda was telling me down there that they have to do that because some people will take that money and try and get drunk on it, you know, and screw the family and their food, you know. So that money will go to the food. It will absolutely be spent on food, you know.
And we've steered from that one because we tried that one, and that's a good one. But we've steered from that one because we've teamed up with. Man, I really don't want to say this, but I have to because man, Stretch does such a good job for me. We teamed up with Cables. What Stretch does for us is he makes trays for us from meals. Lisa and Stretch do. Those I don't know who they go to,
What's up, Stretch?
and Lisa.
What's up, Lisa?
So I don't know who those meals go to. Kids at their best, and we usually call that kids at their best, the police station or someone. I don't know who they go to, but they get those hot meals already made. So what you do with them when they get to your house, that's your business.
Yeah.
But that's how we do it now.
But you don't do so much for people, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff, man. This was all happy. You're wearing a funny, happy hat, and then we got all serious, man.
What the hell?
Shake it off, baby. Shake it off. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. I'll tell you that right now.
Got to keep all the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, you got 3 stories, man. Do you have one in mind?
I do.
So do I, actually. So do I. Do we beat the last guy? I did.
You did. I didn't.
Yeah, but I would have picked what you
Well, that
picked.
one
You
was-
picked first, so that's why. So okay, so Juan, how we usually decide which one of us got to pick first is we rock paper scissors.
I know.
How do you rock paper scissors?
How do I rock papers? What do you mean by what?
Do you do or boom, 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 shoot?
1, 2, 3.
3 pumper. Telling you, man. Call it.
I've seen this guy. You guys were arguing about it.
Yeah. This is
Who's who? You,
I'm 4.
uh,
I last a little bit longer.
hey, but I get mine.
hey,
He's in a hurry.
I'm getting old. I got time for that extra pump shit, you know.
Exactly.
Or Dencia, she's got the best one. When I'm like 4 pumper, she's like, "Is it wrong for me to want one more?" I'm like, you know what? How do I argue with that, Dencia? How do I argue with that logic? You know.
So with that same logic, is it wrong of me to want to give one more?
Yeah, yes, it's more work.
So you're wearing me out, bro.
That's right. Like, I made the 3 pumps, baby. Let's not bullshit, okay? That's Iron Man shit for me. So,
Iron Man.
all right.
I always see it as a contest, man. You know, first one wins.
I win. Yeah. That's why we're both single.
I gotta
Juan.
please. I'm pleasing me.
See, and I'm a 4 pumper, and I've got a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
Okay,
Maybe
let's
it's-
just get to the.
All right, doing 3 pumps, right?
all right.
All right.
Oh man, you guys should be dating each other.
Wow.
Dude, we've had epic, 10, 15 shots at it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But you've won this one. I won the last one, right, though?
You did. You won the one with Ken. And
I got to do all the stats on this shit. Okay, we got 3 great stories. The Scorpions, Black Friday, Walmart, and Santa, and the Mexican Elf. Now, I'm going to say, and it breaks my heart to say this, you monster, Scorpions, I think, is probably true. Okay? I think the Santa and the Mexican Elf, when you told that story, you have a little pride in your eyes. That's a cherished memory of yours. I think I think that's something that you would. Doing this for almost 100 episodes, you start to pick up on stuff like that. When people tell certain stories, they have pride with it. This is something that's a cherished memory. And for me, I could be wrong, but I think that's a cherished memory of yours. I think Black Friday Walmart is the Bullhucker. I think that's done. Don't say anything yet. I think that is because we fumbled around and it was hard. Maybe I just didn't understand at first, but it seemed to be the most fumbled around story for everybody at the table. So I'm going to go with Black Friday Walmart for mine. What do you think, man?
See, I'm on the exact same thought as you. I'm pretty sure Mr. Stroh has a guy for every damn thing. So
He's that guy, man.
He's gonna get arrested one of these days. He's gonna call you guys for fucking bail.
Hey, you know what? He can't call you because he can't tell if you're true or not.
He's gonna be just like that dude down, old tiger guy down, looking for you
Joe
guys.
Exotic.
Rick Exotic, just looking for you guys.
Rick Exotic.
Hey, Voki, wanted to text me. He said Rick Stroh needs bail. Drive by his house, see his car there. See if this is bullshit or not. Fucking Ayala.
So,
See if you guys those tigers in the backyard.
And then, same thing with you with the Santa and the Mexican elf. I can see that you were proud of that. So I was thinking Black Friday at Walmart too. So I think we're doubling up on this
We're
one.
gonna double up on it. Before we flip that over, Juan, tell me real quick how a Village Liquor. Is it Facebook, online? How do I find Village Liquor?
The biggest one is probably my personal.
Okay.
I mean, I do a lot of stuff. We got a Village Liquor Facebook.
Right.
My niece and I run that one. But man, I just think it just seems like a lot more people follow me on my personal one.
Right. And if you like the comedy shows, Juan's a place in Morgan to get those comedy tickets when they come out in February. There'll be another one. Also, I can tell you if you follow Juan on Facebook or the Village Facebook, he does a lot of videos now, promotion videos. You're really getting into that. It's kind of cool to watch. So he has all the new stuff out. You're very good about that. You're very progressive in this town for the liquor stores. You're always kind of...
I'm the hater. I'm the one they hate.
Probably not for that, just for general. But
I know when you did that video with the Sonic seltzers.
Oh yeah.
I don't even drink, and I wanted to go buy that shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, those look good.
You know what? I still didn't get no fucking hamburgers for that shit.
I was wondering if you got.
I don't do a lot of liquor stores anymore. I just don't. I really have cut back to drinking every night. Like on comedy nights, like last night I was in rare form. Some Jack Daniels decided like, hey Larry, you
need a drink.
You miss me, baby? I'm like, I have missed you, And Yukon Jack saw you miss me, but that's the one who cheated on me. I'm like, fuck you,
that's
Yukon.
A rough one. Yukon Jack.
Never again, man. It's like he gave me a venereal disease. I'm like, no more. I learned my lesson. But you are very good about it. And if you want a great selection of stuff, go check out Village Liquor. And the thing that always impresses me is the huge selection you have and how you fit it in that little room and still make it look. It looks good in there, man. It doesn't look like it's cluttered or crowded like some liquor stores do. You walk in and they just got shit piled everywhere, man.
That's my dad.
Yeah,
that's my dad.
Yeah, he's a neat freak, right?
He keeps me straight.
Yeah.
He keeps me legit.
He's a good dude. I like your dad. He's a good man.
He sometimes will come off as grumpy and grouchy, but he just like you ask him about. He's like, oh, my kid.
No. You can tell that. You can tell he worked his whole life. You can tell he worked his ass off.
He was rough, man. He learned the hard way. $3 an hour at the beef plant. He's hard ass.
He's a success story. So
yes, it is.
All right, man. So, and by the way, you can find Village Liquor's Facebook link on our website under as seen on the Bullhucker. You can see everywhere we've been, including the Hatchet House will also be there. The link to that and the link to Village Liquor will be in the description below. So click on that, check them out. If the holidays are past at this point in time, but always kind of just pop into his Village Liquor's Facebook and see what he's got going on, man. He's always got something cool and try something new, right? Spice of life. So
and at this time around January, it'll be late beginning of January, so we'll be going into February. We don't get big on Valentine's Day, but we will get big on the springtime.
Okay.
So
awesome.
And while you're clicking links and everything else, hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, because it's a small click for you, but a big click for us. And he totally forgot that shit at the beginning. Look at the pride. What's up, Dents? What's up, Dents?
Oh my God! It's
taking it to the next level.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm so proud right now. I'm proud as fuck right now, man. So next week, I probably will no longer be here. I don't know about You're out. You're out. So welcome to the Bullhucker Podcast. Moose, no longer here. I don't know who gives a shit where he is. So, all right, Juan. So we're both going to the Black Friday Walmart.
That's where I'm going.
Flip that board over, my man. Let's see what you got. The Scorpions. Oh, come on, dude. What's not true about that?
First and foremost, because you guys hit on it, all the stories with my friends and with you guys, even the ones that we did with Budweiser when we went on the trip. Dude, I cherish all my friends. I care about them. Thank you guys for the good times and all the times we have, especially all my friends and my stories. But yes, the Scorpion ones, it was partial. It was a partial. Honestly, I don't know where one Scorpion went.
Okay.
But we did dispose of him. And I still do blame Rick Stroh for it because he did not tell me where and how to find.
Scorpion. It didn't come with like a Scorpions for Dummies book.
He just said it'll be okay in the cold. He'll die.
Just survive till winter.
It's not like you're one of his tax deductions. He's got to keep you alive. You're not one of his children.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit if that thing stings you to death.
So all in all, I did have the Scorpions. We did go through that whole situation. He shipped me Scorpions from some place out of Denver, dude, that just has like all these exotic fish, and he knows a guy that knows a guy.
In the back of some tire store.
Probably. On Federal.
I'll tell you, the first time because I had Scorpions twice. This was the second time. The first time they shipped them to our work at the dealership. Nobody knows about that one.
Oh,
But
shit. And that's what I thought. Because Rick he works in sales. And you're welcome, Rick, for not ratting you out. Works in sales.
so if you're buying a car from Rick, check the back seat.
Or no, just ask him
I
like.
bought a car from Rick.
So did I.
Might be some Scorpions,
So did
some tigers or
But
something.
I'm saying
alligators.
he's like, you want a warranty? You want this? You want that? You want an illegal chinchilla? Because I can get that for you. Oh, shit. Yeah.
You want a python?
I mean, it's good for the kids, and it makes a great coat in the winter, man. Everybody wins with chinchillas, bitch. So,
But no, man, I got some other stories I could tell you about Rick Stroh and I during that time that it just blow your mind. But
Rick Stroh gets a lot of stories about him, Rick. I'm starting to think that there's maybe something with you there, homeboy. So I don't know. But
Seems to be a pattern.
Black Friday Walmart is a true story.
that's a true story.
Yeah, I'm going to get a picture of that. You have to send me a picture of that.
I got pictures of Ashley in the suit with us next to the forklift.
Okay.
I wish I could tell you who the FMPD was, but he'd probably kill me, and I'd probably get in
Let's
trouble.
not right off the popo. And Santa and the Mexican Elf. Yeah, that one I was almost positive was true.
That one is true. You know, I was really surprised. One of my homies, my best friends, my good guy, our little brother of our group,
Yeah.
would actually just step up to do that, and he was
Yeah.
like, "All right, dude, I'll do it." You know,
Why not, man?
I love that guy to death. He's our little brother of the whole group, and good guy, man.
What's
Good
his
guy.
name?
Yeah, Guerrero Holguin.
Guerrero Holguin?
Yeah, his I don't know why his mom punished him with that, but we call him Yaya from the Sandlot.
Is he related to Joey?
You know, that's something you have to ask him. I don't know.
Okay. All right. They call that guy Chicken Skin. So,
No, Yaya's a good dude. He's like I said, he's our little brother of the group, and good guy, man. He's always got my back.
all right, cool. Juan, man, it's been fun having you on, man.
Thank you guys. I didn't think I could do this, but man,
Dude,
When you first walked in, I didn't know if you could do this either.
you like, so I got to tell stories, and like, thanks for coming prepared, Juan.
he told me Friday.
Were you nervous to do it?
I was, dude. I was.
Yeah, and a lot of people are. And I always ask that. The guy we just did, Ken, was a rarity that he was not nervous. You could tell he wasn't nervous. But I think 95% probably of people are nervous to do this.
Yeah.
And I like to ask you that because I always tell people to watch the podcast if you want to check out and see what we do. It's the hardest part about it is to get people to step outside of their comfort zone and come do this. But I can tell you that 95% of the people who were nervous to do it, 100% of them said they'd come back. Would you come back and do this?
Oh hell yeah.
And that's the answer.
I'd even come back and even just sit on it and ask questions with other people.
Yeah. But that's what it is. So I mean, if you're out there, I do have a list of people we're getting through to do it. You know,
Nice.
and places to do it. And we love to go to different businesses. This is what we do. We support local businesses around town. You know, we're at the Hatchet House today, and the After Hours Bar, and we're going to have links to that, obviously. But it's fun. And if you know a bullshitter, someone who's a good BSer, man. Point them my way. We'll get them on eventually, you know.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see. I've learned so much about people in my life I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot of friends that came on here that they told me stories, and I'm like, wow. There's been a lot of stories that came on. The people, it just kind of floored you, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like you were just like, whoa.
And I've met a lot of people that I didn't know. I thought I knew a lot of people. I've met a ton of people doing this that I didn't know prior.
Right.
That knew. So
Right. Because I talked to whoever listened to me, dude. That's how I am, man.
you should have seen him last night after the comedy show. He was holding court.
Were there a couple
Me and Goff-
Yukons in or what?
Me and Alan were sitting at the bar laughing at him.
Yeah. We were
And I'm sorry I didn't get to make it out last night. Dude,
Oh,
but
you're not feeling good.
I,
That's good.
I had a little boy that was sick, 103 temperature for 4 days, and
Oh
then I
yeah,
was
your
sick.
kid's more important than me. No, it's fine. Well,
But
shitty, but fine.
I will be out there for February.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
yeah.
I was holding court about Sparky.
Is that what you're talking about?
You need to get Sparky out here on this.
I'll try. He's a bastard. The story I told about
I bet he
Sparky
gets the
is,
stories,
I guarantee he does. We were going to bowling in Grand Junction, and we had to share rooms and beds. We were just going to crash in these beds, Whaler had one, and me and Sparky would crash in the other. Sparky's in bed, and I go to climb in one side. Reaches down, takes off his underwear, throws it against the wall. He's like, "Come on in, bro!" I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" So I had to go steal everybody's couch cushions from everybody else's hotel room and make myself a little hobo bed on the ground. And so that's where I slept.
Moose had a little pallet.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna wake up with someone's morning wood in my back because I'd have to stab Sparky. You know what I'm saying? So I did, man. Some maid's like, "Why does this guy have everybody's couch cushions in this floor?" Because I'm a big bastard. These aren't huge cushions. So, anyway, Juan, thank you so much for coming
Yeah, thank
on,
you
man.
guys.
Thanks for coming.
Moose Lundstrom.
I'm Adam Vokey.
Next time. Peace.